With the Micah Parsons saga finally behind us, attention can now shift to what really matters: Dallas Cowboys football. It may feel a little different without one of the league's most disruptive defenders in uniform, but the NFL doesn't stop for anyone. Every week this team will be taking the field, and we'll be right here covering the ups and downs. If you're excited about seeing this team hit the gridiron, you're not alone. Expectations remain high, and the spotlight on Dallas never fades. The quarterback position is as stable as it gets. Dak Prescott is the unquestioned starter, and as always, the Cowboys' ceiling depends heavily on his health and consistency. If Dak stays upright, Dallas has the talent to compete with anyone. If he misses time, though, the season could go downhill quickly. The Cowboys are banking on him being the leader they need in 2025. In the backfield, Javonte Williams has been tabbed as the lead running back. The Cowboys didn't give him any preseason snaps, a clear indication that he's the focal point of their rushing attack. Behind him, Miles Sanders appears healthy enough to contribute, while Jaden Blue, now wearing a new number, brings some fresh energy and explosiveness. Fullback Hunter Luepke will provide versatility and power sets, and when Phil Mafah eventually comes off injured reserve, this group will have even more depth. This isn't a one-man show. The Cowboys have options, and that should keep defenses guessing. Tight end is anchored by Jake Ferguson, who has emerged as a reliable weapon and blocker. Expect to see plenty of two tight end formations as Luke Schoonmaker and Brevin Spanford work their way into the rotation once fully healthy. While this group lacks a superstar, it has enough versatility to support both the run game and passing game effectively. At wide receiver, the offense has the potential to shine. CeeDee Lamb remains the clear star and one of the best receivers in the NFL. Joining him as the new WR2 is George Pickens, giving Dallas its strongest receiving duo since the Amari Cooper era. The WR3 role is more complicated. KaVontae Turpin brings game-breaking speed and the ability to turn limited touches into big plays, while Jalen Tolbert offers steadiness and the ability to contribute across multiple routes. Tolbert might end up with more receptions, but Turpin's explosiveness could tilt games. The Cowboys will need both of them in different ways. The offensive line is where the real questions lie. At left tackle, Tyler Guyton is projected to start, though his health remains a concern heading into Week 1. If he can't go, Nathan Thomas would step in, despite limited preseason action. The rest of the line is set. Tyler Smith at left guard, Cooper Beebe at center, Tyler Booker at right guard, and Terrence Steele at right tackle. This group has the talent to be dominant, but the consistency has to improve. If the line holds up, Dallas's offense could be among the league's most dangerous. If it struggles, it may limit the Cowboys' overall potential. On defense, things look different without Parsons, but the Cowboys still have depth. At defensive end, Dante Fowler Jr. and rookie Marshawn Kneeland headline the rotation, while Donovan Izayirwaku could step in on passing downs. Kneeland also has the versatility to slide inside when needed. In the middle, Kenny Clark finally gives Dallas a true run-stuffing presence at nose tackle, paired with Osa Odighizuwa as a disruptive 3 technique. The loss of Parsons hurts, but the defensive line is built to rotate fresh bodies and stay effective. The linebacker core looks stronger than it did just a few weeks ago. Kenneth Murray leads the way, with Jack Sanborn lined up as his partner. Rookie Maurice Leapard has impressed enough to carve out playing time, especially in 3 linebacker packages. When DeMarvion Overshown returns, this group could transform from a concern into a strength, giving Dallas more flexibility in its defensive looks. In the secondary, DaRon Bland is the top corner, capable of handling both outside and slot duties. Kaiir Elam seems to be locked into the CB2 spot, though all eyes are on Trevon Diggs. Reports suggest Diggs looks healthy, but the Cowboys may slow play his return to avoid any setbacks. If he's available, expect him to handle outside duties while Bland slides into the nickel role in 3-corner sets. Behind them, depth is thin following roster cuts, so Diggs' presence becomes even more critical. At safety, Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson form a steady starting duo, with Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas serving as capable backups. Special teams remain stable with Brandon Aubrey as the kicker, Brian Anger at punter, and Trent Sieg snapping. KaVontae Turpin handles return duties, though it would be exciting to see Jaden Blue get a shot on kickoff returns given his speed and burst. Turpin, however, remains the safe bet as the primary return man, and his ability to change games on special teams is invaluable. Big picture, This Cowboys team looks different but still dangerous. The offense has firepower with Dak, Lamb, and Pickens, but it all depends on the offensive line's ability to keep things together. The defense no longer has Micah Parsons, yet it has built a deeper, rotation-based front that could hold up across the season. Special teams are reliable, and Turpin is always one play away from flipping a game. Now, the big questions for Cowboys Nation. Was the Micah Parsons trade the right move? Which side of the ball do you trust more right now, the offense or the defense? And who ends the year with more receptions, KaVontae Turpin or Jalen Tolbert? The answers to those questions will shape how this season unfolds, but one thing is certain. The Dallas Cowboys are still very much in the fight, and the 2025 season promises to be an unpredictable ride.